Hello, everyone. Let me ask you a simple thing. When was the last time you really learned something? Not scrolled, not moved, not screen on the screen, but that really changed your mind, that really changed your learning. Let me ask you to do something quickly. Can you all pick up your mobile phones? Come on, pick up your mobile phones, unlock them. Look at the first icon that makes you click the screen. I'm sure you all are doing it. Now, keep the phone upside down. Keep the screen locked. Look at the person sitting next to you. Did you feel the difference? What was the difference? Wasn't it that just one smile that came to your face? Yes or no? Right? This is what is moving us from clicks to connection. This is the difference that we are going to make in this world if we connect. And honestly, that should worry us. Because today, we confuse exposure with experience. We confuse information with insight. And we confuse completion with growth. Let me talk to you about a quick story about Maya and Rohan. Very, very common. Maya is a lady who believed in self-improvement. Self-improvement. That means every day while going to her office in the morning, she would go through a leadership video or a podcast. In the evening, while coming back, she would go through an online course or by listening a lot of leadership videos. Now, this made her CV look very, very powerful because she had a lot of experience in terms of creating and getting a lot of certificates online and offline. But then she got another task on her table. She got a gentleman called Rohan in her team, and she was asked to mentor Rohan as he was a newcomer in her team. Now, Rohan was sincere, but he struggled. He missed his deadlines. He avoided difficult conversations. He lacked confidence. Remember, not the skill, but the confidence. Now, as a manager, what every person would do is do some good things like share some good learning links, share some articles, share some videos, share some podcasts so that Rohan could improve. And that's what Maya did. Maya did everything possible to share knowledge to Rohan. Now, what happened? Rohan went through it? Yes, Rohan did go through each and every link that Maya had shared. But did Rohan change? Did Rohan learn something new? No. He still missed his deadlines. He was still not confident. Now, months passed. Maya was struggling, making sure that Rohan could improve. Then one fine day, Maya said, "Why don't I change the way I discuss and I treat Rohan?" That day, Maya sat across with Rohan on a table and asked him simple questions. Rohan, how are you feeling today? And what will make you do better in your life or in your career? Rohan did not have any straight answers. Trust me, Rohan did not know what to say. He was struggling. He hesitated. He wanted to say something, but he was not that confident. He had fear of failure. He had fear of being visible in front of everybody. It's about feeling safe, not enough to fail. Learning some things sometimes become very transformational when it becomes experiential, social, and deeply human. Now, we all should remember that we are not machines. We are not grown through downloads. We don't mature through modules. We don't build confidence through consumption. We grow through interaction. We grow through emotions. We grow through discomfort. We grow through reflection. We grow through other human beings. By now, what started happening was Maya started interacting with Rohan, and Rohan started talking to Maya. Maya chose the other path. Maya chose walking along with Rohan after her lunch break. Maya chose to sit across the table, do some conversations with Rohan, where Rohan could really come out with his experience, with his learnings, with what is going around in the office. And then every experience that Rohan shared, helped Maya to understand where did Rohan go wrong. And those conversations not only become teaching conversations, those conversations become listening conversations. That not only helped Rohan, that also helped Maya to become a better manager, because she understood that the connection that she was building with Rohan was more powerful than the clicks, than the links, than the articles that she used to share to Rohan every second day. Now, what do we understand by this? Are screens powerful? Yes or no? Yes, screens are powerful. They give us information, they give us access, they give us speed. What they don't give us is they don't give us courage. They don't give us empathy. They don't give us presence in this world. What we just did a couple of minutes back when you were looking at the screen, you built a connection with the screen. No, there was no smile, there was no happiness on your face. But the moment you looked around, person sitting next to you on your table or around you, that gave you that confidence, that gave you that happiness, that gave you that peace, that gave you the feeling of being a human being. Yes or no? Right? That feeling of human being can only come when you feel connected with somebody. When you know that there is somebody sitting next to you who can understand, who can look at you, who can build that eye contact. So Rohan changed completely. He learned more. He felt seen. And then similarly, Maya changed too. Let me pause here for a second and ask you something. Who taught you the most important life lesson? Was it a screen, or was it somebody in your life? It can be your parents. It can be a teacher around you. Yes or no? Was there somebody in your life who gave you that life lesson? Or were we only listening and learning from the screens that we are connected to today? I'm sure, as you are pointing out, we learned through a person in our life. I have learned through a lot of mentors in my life. And those mentors still stand by my side, if not in person, but emotionally, psychologically, mentally, yes. And those learnings become permanent in your life. These screens that we touch every day, you remember that these screens leave only a few seconds of dent in your life in terms of remembering. But what will really leave dent in your life, what will really leave a learning in your life, will be a person that you spoke to. And he spoke to you with real heart-to-heart conversation. You spoke to him with your problems, with your conflicts that you've been handling, the situations that you've been handling, and the conversation that starts building up. That gives you the real connection. Yes or no? Now, over a period of time, learnings as we see have been happening through screens or digitally or through simulations. It's time to now, I think, go back to those old schools, because we as human beings were built to connect. We were built to socialize. We were built to make sure that we are building a connection with either a person who is in our office, or he's in our family, our child, our parents. We've been only building connections through screens. We talk to them over phone or through or through a screen or through a WhatsApp video or any communication that we are doing through an online channel. But is that really building that connection with your grandparents? When I've seen a lot of times when I visit somebody who is in hospital, right? And that was a recent incident that happened. I visited to see a uncle of mine, and he had a lot of family members sitting around him. He was hospitalized for certain illness, and when I could see the family members sitting around, trust me, all of them were on their mobile phones. Some of them were using their laptops to send emails because they were busy throughout the day. They were doing work from home, sitting in the hospital with the uncle. Children were playing games. There were some people in the family who were chit-chatting on WhatsApp, who were chit-chatting on their online platforms, and who was building connection. Nobody could do it actually. And what was uncle doing? He was just lying, waiting for somebody to come and build that connection. Talk to him, understand what is he going through, understand what is the problem, how is he feeling. Now that's something which is really missing. Now let me be very, very clear with you. These screens are very, very powerful. These are the tools, but these tools are not the real teachers. The real danger is not that technology will replace us. The real danger is that we are replacing ourselves in the coming future. With efficiency over empathy, speed over depth, and clicks over connection. If we forget this human element, learning becomes very, very efficient, but empty. And the cost of emptiness is very, very high. We are creating professionals who are skilled, but they are disconnected from themselves. When we talk to leaders, they know all the jargons possible, they know all the frameworks possible. When it comes to leading their teams, they are inefficient. They know what to do, they know what is right, they know what should be said, they know how their team members should be cared for. But at the end of the day, there are still lacks, there are differences between their team members and the leaders. I have met a lot of teams when we talk about collaboration. You ask them what is collaboration, they will tell you the real definition of collaboration. But do they really have that trust in between them? No. They don't have that trust. They don't build that trust. Why? Because they only learn through those screens, or they learn through those presentations, or they learn through those talks that they've heard. But they've not got into that experience themselves. And that's the connection that we need to build. So here is an invitation for all of you. Pause before you click on another video on another screen. Choose your presence over convenience. Choose a conversation over sending a content. I leave you with this very, very simple thought in your mind. Will technology shape us, or we consciously shape ourselves to use the technology better? Because in the end, what is the most powerful thing possible is humanity. And we need humanity and a deeper connection. Let me do a small task with you at the end of this talk. I request you to please stand up for a moment. Please just stand up at your place. Stand up and look at the person on your right hand side. And the person on the right should look at the person on your left hand side. So look at each other and say, "You matter to me. And I feel this presence. And I'm happy to see you." Just feel this feeling. This is the connect that we really need now in our lives. Thank you so much. You can have a seat now. This is the feel that we need. If in just last 10 seconds you can feel this connection, just imagine what are we going to build in this world coming forward if we can have a deeper connection with each other rather than having those clicks. We can always download information, but we cannot download this experience. Thank you so much, everyone.